How's it hanging, YouTube? It's Peter here, your Ginger Jody Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another Geeky Art Attack. And today we're going to be talking all things turtle. So really looking forward to getting into this one. Now, unfortunately, James T. Keegan is otherwise disposed tonight, so he can't join me. So we've drafted in the attention-seeking geek to host with. How are you doing, Ben?
I'm good. I'm going to be that weird head to your Neil Buchanan. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, with the mouse
statue head, and he's like, "Whoa!" That's me tonight. So.
Actually, now you've said that, you do look a bit, yeah. But Ben's not going to be doing it by himself. He's going to be supported as ever, but by one of the best guys we know on YouTube, good old Efren. How are you doing, Efren?
What is going on, comic book drawing familia?
Oh,
like that, huh?
Nice.
How are you, Efren?
I'm doing fine. Just waiting to co-host with Ben. So he's having a good time because I can't draw. Peter didn't even bother asking me if I wanted to draw because I can't. But I'm glad to be here.
We should do an episode, Efren, where it's just you drawn and everybody. That'll be fun. Yeah.
I think you get one view.
Yeah.
We will come to you at the end of the show, Efren, as well, and you will need to let us know who you prefer, me or James.
Oh God!
Oh,
let me have a couple of drinks.
Yeah. I mean, it's an easy choice already, I can tell you. Anyway, we do have some people who are going to be taking part tonight. We've got, as ever, on these shows, our good friend Pete. How are you doing, mate?
I'm very well. How's everybody tonight?
Not bad, not bad. Looking forward to doing some turtle action. That sounds wrong. Looking forward to drawing some. Yeah. So that should be fun. Speaking of stick men, Phil, are you ready to draw some stick men? Or?
I'm just trying to determine, is that a compliment? I mean, do I look thin? Is that what it is? No? Okay.
I've met you in person. You're not a stick man.
Yeah. I'm a thick
I
man.
was meaning more about your artistic skills.
Okay. I don't have any. And I think if any of your viewers are perplexed as why I'm back again, I'm pretty certain I'm here because I make you look better, Peter.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason why I'm
that's
here.
Pretty much it. Yeah. No, it's always good to have you, Phil. Always enjoy having you on the stream. We've got Kev. Now, Kev is a proper artist. How are you doing, Kev?
All good. How are you? How are you doing?
Very good, mate. Very good. Looking forward to seeing what you produced tonight, because last time we all got together, you were stunning. So really looking forward to seeing some turtles from you.
That's why I want to host and not take part anymore.
Yes, absolutely. And finally, for the first time on this show, but not on my channel, we've got Simon. How are you doing, Simon?
Oh, I'm all right, man. How are we? How is everyone?
Very good. Now, Simon, are you good at drawing? Are you an artist?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, all right.
Have you ever done a drawing, Simon?
Yeah, I sent one to Peter earlier. So.
Did he get a gold star, Peter?
I put it on my fridge.
Nice.
When he says Peter, does he mean you, or did he send it to Blue Peter?
Blue Peter. Yeah. He's hoping for a badge. Yeah. Before we get started, we'll just jump to the chat and see who we've got. We've got, as ever, good old StreamYard. Thank you for joining. Fuzzy, unfortunately, can't stick around tonight. He's got real life issues. How dare you? So we'll catch you up later, mate. We've got Ian. Nice to see you, Ian. Thank you very much for joining. James T. Good luck tonight, Benjamin. Big shoes. Yeah. We've got Mrs. Von Hoot. Evening. We've got Gigi. Nice to say. I got it right that time, didn't I? Are you impressed? No comments on how I just went straight in with that?
No, because it's just a fucking name. Get over it.
It's a hard name.
All week.
It's not a hard name.
It's four
Someone's not called John.
You
know, it's hard.
We've got Darren supporting. Thank you very much for joining. We've got Sonic's Comics. Nice to see you. Oh, we've got Arissa Jack. Nice to see you, mate. And we've got the good captain himself. Ahoy. James is already giving some, drawings and sticks are two different things. Yeah. So James is meant to be working. He's meant to be at work pulling paints, but I would imagine he's going to be giving Ben stick as the night goes on. So tonight, gentlemen, you're very small. Tonight, gentlemen, we are going to be talking all things turtle and talking all things from the turtle universe. As I said at the start, James isn't here tonight, so Ben and Efren will be taking over the reins in a bit and will be challenging us to all kinds of different things from the turtle universe. So really looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Before getting to that, quick question for you all. Out of the 4 main turtles, who's the best turtle? Ben, we'll
Michelangelo.
start with you.
Michelangelo.
Leo.
Oh, everybody's straight in there. Michelangelo. Ben,
One
who
at
do
a
you think?
time, kids. Mikey. I'm a Mikey boy.
Yeah.
It probably should be Raph, because I'm usually kind of drawn to the bruiser of the group, the kind of the big dude. But Mikey's kind of just irrelevant kind of silliness is just infectious, and I just feel like he's the one that I would probably get on with. Like I feel like he's the most passionate about pizza. And that we would have in common. He's the party dude, and I was once a party.
I was going to say, you are not a party dude.
I was once. That's the thing. I probably have become Raph now, the grumpy bastard. But Mikey is my favorite, and obviously the Last Ronin storyline is kind of really given a whole new dynamic to his character, which has been really interesting.
Spoilers there, like Ben. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, what's it been like? 6 months? Come on.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So Michelangelo for you. How about you, Meffrin?
I basically agree with Ben, and specifically because of the Last Ronin. I like that story arc. And I know they started another arc where they're going a little bit more further in the past, like how it all happened. So, I haven't started reading that yet, but I will, But yeah, Michelangelo's my choice also.
Good stuff. Good stuff. GP?
Yeah, Michelangelo. Always has been.
Wow, these are all following suit.
Oh, we're
Phil?
Mikey fans.
Yeah.
Love it.
I would be Raph. I mean, I am that grumpy bastard, and the fact that I do tend to think that the most serious story arcs, will be the movies or comics, tend to feature Raph more. So
Yeah. Good stuff. Kev, how about yourself?
I like Leo. I like martial arts and stuff, and he's like the best martial artist. And in the original, I like the Mirage comics, and he seems to be he's one of the ones that I'm like just drawn to. And also, when I was a kid, I was the oldest brother, so my siblings, I had to be Leo when we played Turtles.
Good stuff. Simon, what about yourself?
Michelangelo. So just because he's always on the skateboard eating pizza, and he's just a good laugh.
Yeah.
So.
Good stuff. So mine's Donatello. I feel I'm left out all on the own. Well, yeah.
He likes his gadgets.
Just quickly jumping into the chat there. James is saying it's chaos already. Sonic Comics, Leo, good choice. Mikey from Ian. Darren saying Raphael. Yeah. We've got Roscoe. Nice to see you, Roscoe, mate. Roscoe saying he loves them all, but he's always been a Raphael. Yeah, good on.
Roscoe, we need to get your ass on this show.
Yeah. He needs to come on. He needs to come on. And Cap is saying Splinter is the best. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Okay, guys, just quickly moving through. Obviously, Turtles have been around for a long, long time, back in '84. We've had all kinds of iterations of them in cartoon format and TV format, movies. And we've had that recent trailer. So just quickly, what are your thoughts on the recent trailer? I personally thought it was superb. And I think it's going to be really interesting. Simon, I'll come to you first. What do you think of it, mate?
I'm looking forward to it because it's actually seeing them as teenagers, just before the early stages. I mean, we did get that back in sort of the cartoon. Was it the 1987 cartoon that they were teenagers sort of acting then? And there's been a few other shows then, but otherwise they've always got a lot older very quickly and then started, against the foot soldiers and everything, where this one is going to be a bit more interesting, I think.
Yeah. What about the Michael Bay movies? Phil, did you like the Michael Bay movies?
Yes and no. Like, I did enjoy them, but I don't remember them. They're not memorable, but they were good, silly fun at the time.
Yeah, I would say, the second one with Bebop and Rocksteady and Krang and stuff. I thought that was quite good fun.
I like that film.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Ben, are you excited for the new animated movie?
Oh, very much so. I mean, I'm a big Seth Rogen fan, so when I heard that he was obviously sort of leading the project, I was really excited. And then the trailer dropped, and the style of it really kind of took me off guard. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be so kind of stylized in its kind of approach to the animation and stuff. And yeah, they sound like kids, you know, and that's exciting. And look, you know, Seth Rogen obviously played a huge part. Did he write or did he produce or something super bad? But like, I feel like he gets what it's like, you know, kids interacting. Like, so I'm looking forward to the dynamic between the boys and Bebop, Rocksteady, and you know, Baxter Stockman. We're going to get everyone in there, so it's exciting.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Kev, are there any there that particularly jump out to you? Any that bring fond memories back to you?
I still like the original Turtles film. The first one is brilliant. It's so, even going back and watching it now, you like some of that was like, I know like the original comics weren't for kids, but they still meshed it together with the kids stuff and the original comic to make a quality film. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Yeah,
God, I remember watching that at the cinema when it came out. I mean, it was at the. Did Vanilla Ice do the theme tune or something? The Go Ninja.
It was
Go
the
Ninja?
second one.
Second one.
Was that the second one? Was it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I was one at the time.
Shout
You were
out
one.
to 2007
Thanks so much.
TMNT film as well, because that is a great film.
Which
Yeah.
one, Ben?
I've gotten that. 2007 TMNT. It was called. Really
seen that
bloody
one.
good.
Yeah, not seen that one. So tonight we're going to be drawing characters from the Turtle universe, and we've said universe because it's massive, it's vast. I hadn't really appreciated how many different weird characters and things that are in the universe. It's not until you look at the toy line and some of the different characters that are out there that some of them are quite bizarre. So I'm going to come to you first, Kev. Is there anybody that you're wanting to come across tonight? Are you hoping for any characters to come up?
Oh, I don't know. Leatherhead would be fun to draw.
Leatherhead? Who the hell's Leatherhead?
It's the crocodile one. You
Right.
can see him at the back there.
All right, yeah.
And he speaks with like a southern drawl.
Very cool. Yeah. How about you, Phil? Is there any that you fancy?
No, I'm going to struggle with every single one of these characters. So.
The basic turtle. I reckon Ben's going to go gentle offwards. Ben and Efren will go gentle, and the first round will be something like just a turtle face. I reckon I could do a turtle face.
I could do the fire hydrant and the sewer cover, whatever you call it. I could do that. No problem.
Very good. Yeah.
How
about you, Pete? Is there anything there that you wanted to jump out on?
Who's that?
Pete
sorry.
is right. Sorry, it's late.
He wasn't talking. He wasn't asking himself.
I wasn't asking myself.
Were you asking yourself there, Pete?
Yeah. No.
I don't know. Casey Jones. I think he'd be easy to draw. And Shredder.
Wow. Okay, good stuff. Just quickly jumping back to the chat here, we've got Cap holding up the chat, trying to get some thumbs up. Thank you very much, mate. I really do appreciate that. Sonic is saying Casey Jones. And we've got Luke saying, hope everyone's well. Sadly, can't stay on tonight, but look forward to catching this one on the rewind. Thank you very much, Luke. Appreciate that.
Clearly not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan.
He hates them, from what I've heard. He hates them. Okay, guys. So let's get on with the show. Like I say, we're here to talk Turtles. We have got reviewer competition going on as ever, so please do send in your images of the rounds as Ben goes through them, and at the end of the show I'll pull all those together and show them on screen, and we'll let Ben and Efren pick a winner this week, I think. So if you win, you get some free comics, so please do consider subscribing to everybody on screen and taking part in the comp. Rules: we can do any medium, so you can paint if you want, you can model whatever you want. You can use reference material, so when Ben and Efren tell what they want to draw, we'll have a couple of minutes to have a quick look and find some imagery of it. 5 minutes maximum per round, and it's the best of 4. Everybody understand and happy with the rules of the game?
5 minutes, because last time we went way over 5 minutes every drawing. So
I think that was your fault.
That was your fault, Efren.
Yeah, I run a much stricter ship here. We're not going over. I'm not here to make friends. Okay, we're getting this done. All right, guys.
Good stuff. So with that, we will hand over to Ben and Efren, and you gents can take it from here. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Peter, in the studio. The first round is going to be a specific character, and I actually included this character, annoyingly, for James, aka Comic Deal, who is not actually here. So those of you that know James probably already know who this individual is, and that is, of course, Usagi Yojimbo. So you got 2 minutes to find a reference image. Yes,
Simon's off.
Jesus Christ, we haven't even started.
No, it's just he's got his own.
Simon,
Netflix.
you're wasting your own fucking time here. 1 minute, 50 seconds. Find an image. It's a bunny samurai, basically.
Crossover, Simon. It's all about crossovers.
There you go.
Okay,
Just out of
right.
interest, Efren, how familiar are you with Usagi Yojimbo? Because I know that he like cameoed, I think, in the animated series way back when, but I don't have many memories about him at all, to be honest.
Oh, none at all. To be honest with you, when this topic came up, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I had to, Google who's been in these comic books, because I haven't read much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, except for the last Ronin, which I'm really enjoying.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I feel like the hype was more than what actually happened in the story, sort of thing. Like I don't know. Like I like the concept, I like the design, but the actual, by the end of it, I was kind of like, oh, that was all right, I guess.
I was the same way, and the main reason is because it took so long from issue 1 came out till issue 2 and so forth. I lost interest. I still read it.
Delays, weren't there?
But yeah, the delays were just too much for me.
All right, guys, you've got about 30 seconds left to get these references image, or we can go if everyone's got their image.
I'm drawn.
Yeah.
Oh, you've drawn?
Don't, Peter.
Peter.
Straight at it.
Peter gets 4 minutes.
Peter is no longer part of the stream. He's ruined his chances. Okay, so we'll get going then. So 5 minutes on the clock starting now for Usagi Yojimbo. So while they're doing that, Ephraim, we are going to talk some Star Wars, because what else is there to do on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show? So Celebration, of course, Ephraim, you were not there, sadly. You were very, very missed by Peter and James. No, I didn't say me. But interestingly enough, they have announced the new date for the next Celebration and the new location, which is Japan 2025. So I know we've kind of thrown it around a bit over the last sort of week or so, but are you sort of planning to go, you think? Where are you swaying?
I think I'm looking into it. I'm going to see how much it's going to cost, obviously. And, but yeah, my cousin wants to go. So we've been talking about it briefly. I think once they make the announcement, we're just going to decide whether we're going to go or not. But if we go, I'd have to stay more than just a celebration, because I've never been there. I would like to go sightseeing too, so. But
yeah, and I think that's the problem I'm facing with it, is that if it was probably just Celebration, I'd be like, fine. But I know that for me, Japan's a trip I've wanted to do for a long time. I want to go to the Nintendo locations, Godzilla locations, like Disney, Universal, so it kind of adds another few £1,000, onto what is already very expensive. So I know you sent across this gorgeous Return of the Jedi Matt Ferguson poster, which was it was actually given out to people who attended the anniversary panel at Celebration.
Nice.
But coming back to theaters on April 28th, I don't know if you're going to venture out to the big screen to see the Ewoks again.
I may go see this, because I just want to know if they've made any improvements to the movie, as far as special effects, if they've added more to it. I'm curious about that, and I love that poster. That's why I showed it to you guys. I was like, oh my god,
it's gorgeous.
And
he did one for Empire as well.
Yeah, I can't believe it's 40 years already. Dang, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know whether I'm gonna. I hate going to cinema, to be honest, these days. So I hate people. So I'll just watch it at home.
I kind of feel what you're saying, but when I go to a movie theater, here in the United States, you have to pick your seats. And I always look at the map and see what's available, and I always try to pick like a corner by myself so nobody's around me, So.
But in the States, you've got a very different cinema experience to us, Ephraim, because there's all kinds of shouting and wooing, and I couldn't cope with that. I'd be telling people to shut up. I couldn't be.
It happens every now and then. Like when Star Wars first came back, with Rey and all them, everybody cheered. Everybody was all hyped up about it. I went to a midnight showing of that. And yeah, I can hear you. Some people yell and scream, so it does take away from, you can't hear every now and then what they're saying.
So while we're on the subject of Rey, then obviously 3 kind of big film projects were essentially kind of confirmed and announced. So we've got the Dave Filoni supposed sort of Mandalorian cap-off film. Then we're also going to get the first Jedi, however many thousands of years ago when the Force first came into play. And then we are going to get essentially episode 10 and the return of Rey, who's apparently sort of running a, the new Jedi Order, so to speak. Out of those, which one are you most excited for?
The one, when I heard the announcements, the Rey one to me, I just hope they get it right. I always say this, take your time, figure it out, and make a good movie people will enjoy, do some fan service. I've always thought that they should bring in somebody who has a lot of knowledge, like a fan, and just ask their opinions of what a movie should be like, instead of just going, whatever they want to do. They've seen the movie a couple of times, but there are some people who are lifelong Star Wars fans. I think some people would have good input on how a movie should be.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they've probably got various people, Dave Filoni himself is like completely embodies, I'm pretty sure Dave Filoni is morphing into George Lucas as well. Like he's developing the chin beard, and he's starting to sound like him in interviews. I love it. I love to see it. I'm just going to catch up with the chat here. Who have we got? We got Roscoe, Holy Macaroni, Usagi first. Yes, absolutely. I think Darren wants to do a Mouser. We'll see what the other rounds are, Darren. Do we have a 3 months later meme? Excuse me? For this round, or I don't know.
3 months later.
I know, yeah. Probably only ever going to go once, so want to make the most of it, as in me hosting. Unbelievable. Ben just wants to return to the Jedi pudding party. Yeah, absolutely. You guys ever have a pudding party?
No.
I love
just at
pudding,
home, just a little pudding party. Just get some pudding, have a little party by yourself. Pudding party. If you haven't tried it yet, you're missing out. Gula! That is the sound of the end of the round.
The ding dong was
What?
Gula. It's what Casey Jones says. Research. Unbelievable. Right, okay, so Usagi Yojimbo then. Pens down, Peter.
Just a second.
I will smash
Peter,
your
you got
face in.
7 minutes.
Pen down. I can see James's frustration now, and I was always the one doing it before. Okay, so Usagi Yojimbo. So we're going to come around the houses and see what everyone has got to offer. So we're going to come to Peter first. Peter. Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, very good, Pete.
Dang,
Very smart.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it? Bugs Bunny.
The benefit of Usagi is that he's white anyway, so you kind of didn't need to colour him. Just get a bit of blue in for his Kev's the
Robes.
martial arts guy. Robes. What are they called?
Yeah.
Karate clothes.
Karate clothes. Yes, karate clothes. Isn't it?
Okay, so we'll come to Mr. Martial Arts himself then now. I'm expecting these karate clothes to be good. Oh,
smart.
Nice.
Wow.
Very, very cool.
There you go.
Little snarl there as he preps himself for battle. Very,
I
very
didn't
good.
get enough time to do the blood splatter.
Oh, you sick bastard. Guys, we're not doing reactions tonight.
I think
Can only do
somebody's still
so much.
drawing. I think the guy right below me is still drawing, right?
This guy.
I'm not. I was going to sign this.
Just colouring in.
Oh, that's good, Phil.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Why is he so sad, Phil?
he's grumpy like you, Phil.
He's dropped his cookie on his top, that's why.
No, that's fine.
It does look like a cookie, but I don't actually know what that is. But I think one is uniform here 3 times over, so I thought it's important.
Yeah.
I'm proud of this. I even tried to
think it
manage
looks-
like the title the same way they've done it here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very good. Very
Tiny
good.
little ears. Okay, we're going to come to GP now. Why am I? Come on.
There we go.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Jesus, everyone's is so good.
I made his leg too big.
I like the how kind of squared off the shoulders are and stuff. It almost looks like that Clone Wars sort of animation style. Like, I like it. Very stylized.
Been watching a lot of it, that's why.
There you go. It's rubbing off on you. And
is.
Simon, no pressure, but
I
this
never
is
got
your
to finish
first
mine.
ever Geek Art Attack.
I know.
Let's see.
Simon.
Nice. Very
That was
good.
nice.
Trying to do too much detail, I think. So,
Too much detail.
See all the little hairs there?
yeah.
That's the hairiest one we've had yet. It's, the fluffiest.
I just didn't
of all
get
the
to finish the
bunnies.
bottom. I'm nearly there.
That's okay. It's a bust. It's a bust.
Ben, can you say fluffiest of all the bunnies again? I like that.
Fluffiest of all the bunnies. Okay, so my vote means nothing, but I'm going to give it to GP on that round.
Thank you.
I like the cleanness of it all. It's very sort of
Shall we
animated style.
hold them up so everybody else in the chat can vote as
Yeah,
well?
get 'em
and then
up.
I can get it.
Get 'em up.
Get them up. There we go. So let us know in the chat, guys. Sound off with who you are voting for. Efren, you got a pen and paper? Write down stuff. Write down stuff. I don't know
Look
what
busy.
I'm doing. Right.
Very
Okay.
good.
So let's. So we got Perpetual Andy. I vote for Phil. No idea what the art is like, but he's my favourite. Love you, Phil.
Yeah.
It's a wasted vote. Highland G, good to see you coming in late. We've got Jack coming in late as well. Thanks, guys. Thanks for making it. Roscoe is a fan. Even Simon is better drawing than you. There you go. That's sad, isn't it? So vote for Kev there. Vote for Peter. Looks like a little comic deal. Vote for Kev. Vote for Kev. I think that looks like Kev's taking it, guys.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's
I
got
Vote
to
for
nip this.
GP from Darren, but yeah, Kevin.
I want to give a shout out to Phil there, man, because I think Phil's was, judging from past experiences, that was very good, Phil.
I was drawing this, and I finished quite early, and I thought I'm really proud of this. This is one of my best efforts yet in this show ever. So I am.
One for the fridge.
Yeah.
Okay. Since Kevin won this round, for the next drawing, he's got to draw blindfolded. He can't see what he's drawing.
What?
It's on his mahogany wall, like cave
PSD
painting.
wall.
Okay, guys. So this next round, I'm not going to give you any time to find a reference image.
Okay.
That's because the reference
Yes.
is in your mind and your imagination, baby. So for the next round, we will be drawing your dream pizza.
Oh.
Okay, so no time to find a reference image. We're going to start the clock as soon as I find it. There it is. 5 minutes starting from now. Dream pizza, please. And while you're all salivating over your pen and paper there, Efren and I are going to salivate over Ryan Gosling. Barbie, have you seen this trailer yet, Efren?
Yes, I've seen it. And I can't believe I really want to go see this movie. It's just all tongue in cheek, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I interestingly enough, I think the trailer's really not even shown us that much yet, because it kind of essentially, for anyone that hasn't seen the trailer, we're introduced to the world of Barbie, and there's lots of different Barbies, and I think in the promotional images they've kind of done this thing where, like, this Barbie's a president, this Barbie's a doctor, this Barbie, and then this Ken's a Ken, or whatever, and we're introduced to that world, and at the end of the trailer it looks like Barbie and Ken kind of escape that world, so to speak. So I'm guessing it will be a case of them coming into our world. Very weird, but also very we've sort of seen those types of storylines before. I think they lend themselves very well to comedy, but I got to say, like, visually, this is like one of the most striking kind of trailers I've seen in a long time. Like I you know, the pinks and the kind of the sort of plastic look to everything. Like I really think this is going to be quite a special film, to be honest.
Yeah,
Just me.
I agree. There's this one clip in the previews where Ken says, "Can I come over your place?" And then Barbie says, "What are we going to do there?" He goes, "I don't know." Basically. So I thought that was pretty funny. You know.
Come on, Barbie. I've actually got a friend who sort of works on like rigging and stuff with films, and he's really cool. He like sometimes sends me some stuff from sets and things. But he assures me, he said, like, Ben, knowing what I know about you, you are going to absolutely love this film, and this film is going to be one of the funniest things you see this year. That's what he assures me. So,
wow.
And the one thing that we haven't seen in the trailer yet is Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
who's got a big part. So
do we know what he's playing?
I'm presuming because we haven't seen him in the trailer, he's in the human world, maybe coming to blows with Barbie and Ken in some way.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was in the trailer, Ben. Right near the end. For
did he say something?
Few seconds.
Oh, just like a glimpse sort of thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I need to see that then, because I think that's one of the big selling points for me, to be honest. I'm a big Will Ferrell fan. Do you like Will Ferrell, Efren? Is he?
Oh, I love him. Ever since Saturday Night Live, when I used to watch him back then, and all the movies he's made.
Cowbell.
Yeah. And I just wondering if they're going to have like cameo appearances of other types of toys, because in the Toy Story movie they had Barbie in there and Ken. I don't know if they're going to do an homage to Toy Story in there. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just a little glimpse,
That'd be ace. Who does Barbie? Is it Mattel?
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
So what else did Mattel do? They do wrestling figures. I know
He-Man.
that much. He-Man?
Are they not He-Man?
I think Hot Wheels too, right? Is from Mattel.
What if they give us a He-Man, Peter? What would you do?
I'll just die. Yeah.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I think you'd have more of a pants explosion than you did with the Dungeons and Dragons cameo, wouldn't you? For that?
Yeah, and that was awesome. Love that.
Good times. So yeah, I just I wanted to bring this up because again, I don't think it's the cool thing to talk about, is it, for a bunch of straight guys and middle-aged guys like we, but I want to bring up Barbie and show it some love because I'm there day one, baby. Let's catch up with the chat and see what people think of Barbie and of the pizza round, of course. Roscoe is liking this round. Good man. A fight scene in Barbie. Yeah, who knows? Skeletor, He-Man could duke it out. Could be the most epic version of He-Man we've seen on screen. Yeah, remember he was the real life father in the Lego Movie 2. Absolutely, Roscoe. I sat on my desk every day. Is this Emmett?
Nice.
Genuinely one of my favorite films of all time, the Lego Movie, and I think the Lego Movie 2 is a really strong, great sequel as well. I bloody love those films. We're going to be talking about it in more detail on James's show Wednesday, and that's the Mario movie. And I do feel like Lego kind of ruined the Mario movie for me in the sense of like my expectations, because I thought it was going to be as funny as Lego Movie, but it wasn't. Not for adults anyway, but yeah. Right, guys, pens down. Oh, cowabunga, dude! That's the sound at the end of the round. Pens down. Simon, stop touching yourself. Okay, so pizza round then. Dream pizza. We're going to come to first. We're going to do it in reverse this time round. So we're going to come to Simon first.
So I drew a bit extra. My favourite pizza is anchovies. So.
Oh, what? Where's Fry there?
Because he likes anchovies on his pizza.
Okay.
Crossover.
Okay.
That's a deep cut Futurama reference that went over my head. But
did you not ever watch it? That was like one of the very first episodes or something like.
I can't remember that one line, Simon. Yeah.
Phil's still drawn again. Phil's still drawn again. Just saying.
He buys a last tin of anchovies and puts it on a pizza. Like,
just I know you've already. Okay, I was bored. I know you've already all finished, but just as a disclaimer, I was kind of looking for imagination on this round. So anchovies doesn't necessarily cut it. So I'm hoping that he's drawing some next level toppings. Talk us through it, Phil.
I didn't understand the assignment, so I just thought I would trigger everyone by just drawing a piece of slice with pineapple on it, and then I was trying to draw an additional pineapple, but then it didn't work. So.
Oh, okay. Is that stuffed crust as well?
Yeah, stuffed crust with pineapple.
Oh, now you're talking.
Nice.
But no ham, you absolute fucking anarchist.
I know that's. I'm trying to I'm trying to trigger people. It worked.
Unbelievable. Well, I haven't looked at the chat, but I'm sure various people have now left this stream. We have got Renz Tolentino in the chat as well, who is a genuine artist extraordinaire. So we should all be ashamed of ourselves. Actually, no, we do have an artist. We do have an artist here. So let's why we've got a reputable artist in the chat. Let's go to our reputable artist.
You haven't seen my pizza draw. It's like when I teach kids how to draw today. So here's my pizza, and I'm going to talk you through it.
Wow.
So we have a bacon fan at the back with one large strip of bacon here. We got a steak on the pizza.
Nice.
And we got a roast chicken.
Yeah.
Got some peppers that look like little green worms. And we got chorizo and pepperoni on a spicy tomato base, plenty of cheese, and stuffed crust as well with cheese. Yeah,
you're pandering to me now.
How does that bacon fan?
Bacon fan.
What the fuck's a bacon fan?
Well, I just invented it.
All right. See, there you go, Simon. And bacon fan.
It's when you get the meat sweats. You just.
I got to say, Kevin, I absolutely love the detail and the thought that's gone behind it, but maybe the worst drawing you've ever done on this show. Just throwing it out there. We've got GP now. Let's talk us through your pizza in an Italian accent, please.
I'd like the cheese and tomato. And I'm not even going to hold this up again. So
what is it?
It's cheese and tomato. That's the only pizza I like.
Oh my God, Simon, you've been topped in terms of the most vanilla pizza going. GT wins.
Oh,
so,
in all honesty, that's the only pizza I will eat.
Jesus, cheap date. Peter, still riding on you, man.
I must have misunderstood the brief. I've gone mental. So I've gone for a pizza that incorporates everything that I enjoy. So we've got some fried chicken on there. We've got fish and chips, a steak pie, lots of olives, a Big Mac, and some cheesecake.
That all on a
looks
pizza.
Like a pie chart there with the labels.
I don't feel bad about mine now, Pete.
Oh, God,
my pizza's a whole meal.
Like a work presentation. Very good. Okay, so my favourite is going to be Kev though for that round because because what the hell is a bacon fan? Let's hold these up then for the chat.
Do we have to?
Yes, you do, and hold it nice and close so everyone can smell the margarita. Let us know in the chat who your favourite is. Vote now.
Has anyone else actually tried anchovies on pizza?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's
Look
not
how
like
realistic them tomatoes are.
Unbelievable. I had pineapple and pepperoni pizza the other day just to try it out. It was good. Hey, I'm down for that. I'm a pineapple on pizza kind of guy myself. So, and also it makes me feel less guilty. I feel like it's a bit of fruit, 5 a day.
Yeah, vegetables.
Exactly. We got Dr. Von Hoot joining us. Your wife was here first, so shame on you. Ian Carter for the Michelangelo version of a pizza GP.
That's what I was going for.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so one vote for Peter, one vote for Kev, another vote for Kev. Oh my gosh, 3 a.m. I think Renz is in the Philippines. We're just giving him the munchies. There you go. Another vote for Kev. All the Kev Kev takes it. It's his second round of the night, guys.
Bacon fan. That's what it was. Bacon fan.
Darren says Peters was bonkers there. So, yeah. And Peters just voted for Sim.
I don't know. I don't know.
You okay?
That was me.
You
That was
broken
me.
now?
I was trying to put down Simon, but that's not Peter.
God, identity theft. Unbelievable. Right. Okay. So this next round is a lot more fun, I think, to be fair. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get a reference image. But interestingly enough, you're not necessarily, again, this one does. I am going to encourage imagination as much as possible. You know, I don't necessarily want to see a character. However, you can go for a character if you want to. So the next round is mutant animal. So of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are surrounded by various kind of mutated animals: Tucker, Razor, Bebop, Rocksteady. You know, Baxter Stockman, to name but a few. So you've got about a minute and a half to get a reference image for an animal, and I guess a reference image for a person, and then splice the two. So put on your mad scientist hat and splice the two. Efren, do you have a favorite mutated animal character within the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle verse?
Well, I originally picked Bebop to be drawn, but then you said we should do mutant animals, so which was better because it gives everybody a choice to draw their favorite mutant animal. But Bebop would be my favorite. You know.
That's a great shout, and it's funny you say that, Efren. I have actually got it on a slide coming up. I digitally coloured it and stuff, but this is the original. I actually did a little at-home edition myself there. So that's my Bebop. And that's my Rocksteady. But Bebop is my favorite. He's my boy. You know, big chunky guy with a mohawk. I used to rock a mohawk back in the day. He loves purple. You know, he's a pig. The similarities, they never end.
You used to have a mohawk?
I rocked a mohawk for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty pathetic. I looked like a white Mr. T.
Pictures, please. Just let you know. I want to see a picture.
Yeah, we all did some weird stuff at uni. Right, guys, so you got just a couple of seconds left on the clock. I'm actually not going to give you any more time because I'm feeling brutal. And I'm going to start the 5-minute clock now. So 5 minutes on the clock for a mutant animal. I know that half of you had already bloody started anyway, so what's the point? Right, okay, so speaking of mutated animal, let's talk about a bat human. I was trying to do a segue, but it didn't really work out. Let's talk about the trailer, Efren. And I did ask you to watch this. This was your little horror homework. So this is what's it called? The last voyage of the Demeter, I think.
Demeter?
I never know how to pronounce it, but the last voyage of the Demeter. So anyone that has read the Bram Stoker's Dracula, there's a specific chapter in it which is this whole film basically. The chapter's pretty short. It's only about four pages or so in the book, 4 or 5 pages. I think they actually read out like the whole chapter as part of the old Keanu Reeves film. But essentially, it's about Dracula being transported across sea, and one by one, he kind of picks off various people on said ship. I'm looking forward to this more than Renfield, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
Like, for me, there's certain things that I don't mind, kind of, the tongue-in-cheek approach and stuff, but there's other stuff that I feel like we haven't seen. Like, there's still so much story to be told with a serious tone, and I think Dracula is one of those things. Like really, and especially in recent years, we really haven't had that many good, or any versions at all. I know we had the BBC version. Did you watch the BBC series?
Yeah.
No.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. That was put together by Mark Gatiss, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sherlock guys. So, yeah, really, really bloody good. What happened to that? Because I was like chomping at the bit for a second season.
Yeah,
Did you
I think
ever hear anything, Peter?
no, I think it kind of just it ended, didn't it? I think did he not? I'm not going to spoil it, but he died at the end, didn't he? I'm not sure if it was always just meant to be a kind of a 3-episode thing.
Yeah, I
It
feel
was
like
very good.
Yeah, I really, really liked it. Or I was kind of, I remember at the time sort of saying, "Oh, what if the team behind it, Mark Gatiss and stuff, did a then Frankenstein? You know, did Mary Shelley's
Yeah.
Frankenstein and like kind of have like a BBC Universal Monsters type verse? I'd be all for that." What did you think of the trailer, though, Ephraim? You know, does it look too scary for you?
No, but I kept on expecting to see a Dementor come out, like from Harry Potter. Isn't that the name of it? The Trial of the Dementors?
Brilliant. It's a completely different word.
The trailer, I like the way they Dracula from silent movies. Dracula, you know, the bald head and eerie looking. Not a really
Nosferatu
handsome,
style.
striking looking Dracula, but this is a monster, a creature. So that's what drew it to me, you know. And I was like, who the heck would get in a boat with this Dracula? They didn't know it was Dracula, obviously, but you know, just throw him overboard when the sun comes out.
Good. It's that easy, guys. Why didn't they think of that? It'll be interesting to see if his form sort of changes throughout the film. You know, if he sort of maybe becomes more human, the more he sort of snacks on them and stuff like that. But I thought, as a horror trailer goes, and it wasn't like Red Band or anything like that. So I think he did a really good job. I think we kind of got enough glimpse to understand that it is going to be a monster film more than anything else. I think it created tension. I think it looked shot very, you know, like the way it's sort of lit and the creepiness with him sort of just appearing in the background. I love that shot of the kid and the blood's like dripping on his face, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, it looks to be some cool stuff there. My only worry with it is like I don't know what the rating is on it, because as I said, it wasn't a Red Band trailer, so I don't know if this is going to be like a 15 and feel a bit tame, because I want blood and guts, baby.
I was wondering if the doctor in this movie, if he gets bitten, does he become Blackula? You know, that'd be a good segue.
Yeah.
That's the question on no one else's lips, Ephraim. Dr. Von Hoot here. First 2 episodes were really good. The third was absolute trash. Are you speaking about Geek Art Attack or Dracula? Mondo Gecko. Let's see if anyone is tackling maybe Mondo Gecko. Great character. Paul Rudd's playing him, I think, in the film. Sign me up, guys. That's your 5 minutes.
No.
Gungula.
What?
That's your 5 minutes. Put your pens down, bitches. Okay, so I am going to go absolutely off the wall now, and I'm going to go for GP.
Pick Simon. He's still drawing. Pick him now.
Simon, you cheat.
What?
Nice.
Nice.
Very
Well
cool.
done.
But that's Bebop.
It's Rocksteady. How dare you?
Rocksteady.
It's Rocksteady, yeah.
Go on, be proud. Hold that up a little bit longer.
It
Come on.
needs more detail.
It's not a peep show, you know. There you go. Nice little focusing on the camera. That's ace, mate. I like, you know, you dimensions and stuff of him sort of looking like he's in motion, charging at you. I think you've done a really good job there.
Yeah.
And it's not often I'm nice, so that'll be the first and last time. I'm going to come to Margarita Pizza now and see what GP's got.
I just really wanted to draw a Bebop, so.
Ah, yes.
That looks good.
Love it. Love it. I love that, like, literally, it's like a dream, like Seth Rogen voicing him as well in the new film coming out. Very excited. And he's already channeled his inner warthog when he was Pumbaa, so, you know, just recreate that. Okay, we're going to come to Phil next. He's looking for another image.
No, it's just, I mean, TMNT are known for their crossovers, so I thought this could be a good chance to introduce a crossover, which I think I would like to see certainly, and that is TMNT versus The Simpsons, because this is the mutated fish from The Simpsons.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
So,
that's one of your best
That's very
drawings, I'd say.
I've been practicing.
It's
I
nice
like it.
because you've gone for something so simple that it's allowed you time to. No, I'm being nice. But it's allowed you time to like fully color it and go into detail and everything like that.
That felt like a compliment. But...
I like it also. I like it also because Phil is thinking outside the box. You know.
Exactly. There you go. You get the Efren prize of the night.
Yeah.
Efren, tell him what it is. What's the prize, Efren?
I have no idea.
ASM. Over to you, Peter.
I've misunderstood the brief again. So I thought you said we had to create our own character.
Well, I encouraged that, but I did say that you could do characters as well, sort of thing. Jesus, H Christ!
Fresh hell is that?
Is that because we were talking about horror stuff?
Mutant snail, isn't it? With an alien head.
I was going to say very xenomorph inspired.
Yeah.
How big is this thing, or is it just the size of a snail?
Personal question, Ben.
How big's your snail?
It's a human size, turtle size, so it can devour a turtle in one bite.
Oh my gosh, nightmare fuel. Okay. Sleep well, everyone. Okay, Kevin.
Ooh, I created my own character as well. Snake blobfish.
I love it.
Nice.
With a machine gun.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, he's like a militant. Like,
I don't know how effective he's going to be, but yeah,
very
snake
cool.
blobfish.
Very, very cool. I like
Very
that.
cool.
Okay, so wait, Big Man.
Gosh.
Big Man.
That's a little throwback to the old Spine Ticks days there. That clip always tickled me. Okay, right. Let's hold them up then. And everyone in the chat, we've got 12 people watching, by the way. If there's not 12 likes on this video, I swear to God. Let us know who is your favourite. I am going to give my vote personally to Peter this round. Because, Jesus Christ, like... it's just so different, and just one day, if I could spend one day in Peter's little ginger mind, what would it? The things I've come up with. So let's see. So we've got a vote for Peter. We've got a vote for Simon. We've got a vote for GP. Another vote for Peter. So Peter's taken it so far. A third vote for Peter. A vote for Phil. Finally.
I just want
Peter,
one.
God, Phil.
I think you've taken that round, my friend.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So it's 2-1 to Kev so far. I find it quite easy to count. Could do this more often. James doesn't usually count off the top of his head, does he?
No.
He doesn't have the capacity, does he? I don't think they teach that in Ireland, to be fair. To 10. Sorry, Phil. Okay, so the next category is a new home for Krang. So let me explain. Of course, Krang lives in the Tum Tum of what's the android called? I can't remember now.
Not sure.
Does it have a name? Let us know in the chat. Come on, fact check me, chat. Usually so good at it. But yeah, we're used to seeing him in the Tum Tum of that robot. What I want to see him is in the Tum Tum of something completely new. So that can be another famous robot, that could be a robot of your own design, or that could be something completely different, and xenomorph, slugs, like anything goes on this show. So let us know in the chat what your idea is for a new home for Krang. Maybe you can provide some inspiration for the boys. I have been talking, and while I've been talking, it has been your time to be finding the reference imagery that you need. So I am actually going to start the time now. So I want you to find a new home for Krang. That's my Krang. That's my Krang.
That's
I've
very
never
good.
done that out loud before, and I've realised I've been sat on that talent for how long? Okay, Efren, give me your Krang impression. No, please don't. Efren, I want you to talk to me about this because I know absolutely nothing about this. The first that I kind of saw at the guest list was when I googled it. But this is Las Vegas Comic Con. So when is this happening? What's going down?
So I've been to Las Vegas Comic Con once years and years ago. So I decided to go this year. It's April 28th, 29th, and 30th. It's going to be at the convention center, and they have a great lineup. Kevin Eastman, James Tinney IV, John Romita, Mark Bagley, among others. There's going to be all types of artists there also. There's going to be panels. We'll see how it is. And I actually got a press pass for this. I sent them a email.
Oh, wow.
And I told them that, I got a YouTube channel. I talk about comic books. I sent them the link to my YouTube and my Instagram page, and they gave me a press pass, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go there.
Man, that's nice.
And if you guys are live on Saturday or Sunday, let me know, and I'll be there, and check it out, So it should be fun. I checked the weather, because Vegas is usually really, really, really hot during the summer, but it's like in the mid 70s right now. So it should be fun. I'm going to be there for 3 or 4 days, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be posting lots of pictures on Instagram.
Just forget Vegas is essentially in the middle of the desert, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's in the middle of the desert. It's about 5-6 hours from where I live. So I'm just gonna.
Is that a drive? You 6-hour drive, is it?
Yeah, it's about between 5 and 6 hour drive. So I'm going to drive up there, have my own car, and just chill out for 3 days, see how it goes.
Some wicked names up there. I mean, obviously,
Yes.
Kevin Eastman is very apt for today's show. I want to give a shout out as well to Hydra Collectibles. So if anyone's not subscribed to Luke, he's actually got multiple interviews with Kevin Eastman about the legacy of the Turtles and things like that. So highly recommend you going to check those out. And it was amazing as well because Luke had to only be 10 minutes and he finds it hard to not talk for 2 hours. So it was, highly recommended. Tara Strong is a name that stands out for me there. She's someone I've wanted to meet for a long time. She's due to appear at a Wales Comic Con here in the UK, but that the company that runs that Wales Comic Con are notoriously unreliable with guests. So yeah, exactly. Kev knows. They just basically the week before the event, it'll just be like, oh, these people have cancelled, and it'll be like 15 guests, have supposedly cancelled last minute, and you kind of wonder, well, yeah, how long have they actually been confirmed for? And
they did that with Thomas Jane and Dolph Lundgren last year, because I was hoping to get both of their signatures.
Because of course you can't get a refund on the event ticket at that point. So for them, they've sold the event ticket. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing that conspiracy out there, Department of Truth. But yeah, so I'd love to meet her. I'm intrigued to see who the voice actor from Pokemon is. So you'll have to let me know, Efren, who that is.
Yeah, I'll check out as many artists as I can. And also, I just noticed Jim Starlin is going to be the creator of Batman, I believe. So that should be pretty cool.
Nice. I might have to. I feel like I need to utilize you more as like a postcode in America. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, get you to, because like I know James has done it with like a game and stuff like that. Although did he pick it up from you? And
he happened to be in Vegas when all this occurred, and I mailed it to him. And actually, Comic Lad Simon shot me a message. I'm going to try to get some Mandalorian. What are they called again, Simon?
The Black Series.
The Black Series is coming out on May 4th, and he said
the Walmart exclusives, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm going to order them for him. So hopefully, I'll just ship them out to him.
Why do they do that? Why do they alienate like millions of fans in like Europe and stuff? Like, seems like such an odd business decision. That Simon, how was visiting Efren? I don't think we fully caught up about it.
We had a coffee accident.
Oh.
Can't take him anywhere.
I told you guys about this. It was a rainy day. I met him at Starbucks, and I go inside. Then we go outside, and we get in my car, and he drops his coffee like on the side of my indoor door.
So basically, never again is what you're saying, Efren.
Yeah.
Simon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that 12 years ago, and he's still here. Okay, so that is the end of the round. Put your pens down. Let's take the clock off there. Peter.
Not quick enough, is
Hello,
it?
Ben.
Stop it, young man. Well, you brought this upon yourself.
Yeah. Well, I've just realised that I've not really put it in my stomach. It looks now like he's growing. I've gone for the Iron Giant.
Looks like an infection.
Yeah,
See a doctor about that.
He'll be in the clinic on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone Iron Giant.
Okay. I mean, what a host. I guess Krang's grown, or has Iron Giant shrunk? Is he just
Krang's
iron?
grown,
Okay.
mutated. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. As you know, fantasy storylines go, I think that's pretty exciting. So we're going to come to.
You know what we should do? Have a cricket sound when we see a painting that, all we see it, nobody says anything. It's like crickets.
How rude.
Why does my drone make you think of that, Efren?
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying overall.
Savage. Efren is a secret savage. Go on, Kev.
Right, I went a bit satirical
Oh.
with mine.
Hey,
I love
that's
it.
good. Simple as well.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Make Utron great again.
Nailed
Where they're
that.
from, isn't it? Utron? They're the
Yeah.
Utron? I can't remember.
I think so, yeah.
Well, let's just say they are, and agree on that. I like it. You've nailed the Belen's face. So yeah, double points for Kev on that one. Phil, you're up.
I struggle with this one, but I know how much of Star Wars nerds you guys are, so I thought this would be great.
Oh, very cool.
I love that as well, because you could almost imagine them kind of arguing, like,
Yeah.
I said move, you rust bucket. Yeah.
What an impression.
I'm telling you, mate, I'm
In it, Krang.
Wasted, Ben. Wasted.
Wasted.
if anyone's watching needs a Krang voice, then I'm your man. I don't know how that pays. Okay, GP.
Okay, I've done this one just for Roscoe, with him being in the chat. Another Spine Takes throwback, because we used to have Kang on the toilet. Now we've got Krang on the toilet.
Nice.
That's mint. Does he have a bum hole? That's the question.
Who knows?
Let us know in the chat. Does Krang have a bum hole? We are journalists here, and we like to ask the hard-hitting, important questions. Does Krang have a bum hole? Speaking of bum holes,
So
Harsh.
that's very harsh. So I went completely. I don't know why it came into my head. I've done Krang in Tinky Winky.
That's nice.
I love that, Simon.
Very good. Oh, I thought James was in the room there. I like that. Simon, you've got my vote this round. Yeah. I like that. Tinky Winky. It's a little throwback for the 90s kids. Okay, so hold them up then, gents, and let us know in the chat who has got your vote. We got Trump, Tinky Winky. I never thought I'd say that in that order. Iron Giant, R2D2, and a bog. Fantastic. This has been my favorite round, I think, actually. I've enjoyed this one. So let us know in the chat. So the votes coming in now. We've got GP with the toilet. I think Dr. Von Hoot gave his vote straight away to Kevin as soon as he saw the Cheeto face there. We've got Simon, Phil, Simon, Kev, and Simon. Simon, I think you've won this round, mate. Congratulations. There you go. Cool. So we're looking at 2-1-1. So Peter's 1-1. Simon's 1-1. And Kev's 1-2.
Very good.
So it's like the end of the FA Cup. It's that damn exciting right now. The tension is palpable. Right. Okay. So the final round does hand the power, and I hate doing this because I don't believe in democracy. But we're going to hand the power over to the chat now, and that's for the audience decides round. So this is the final round. Before we kind of come and have a look at the at-home editions, but what I want to know in the chat, very simply, is what do you want our panelists to draw, and what will you be drawing with them? So give us some ideas in the chat. Sonic's coming in with Casey Jones. I think that's potentially going to be quite a popular one. I know you guys here on the panel sort of threw some suggestions out earlier as well, so we might have to come to you to tip the vote if it's torn.
April O'Neil.
Ian Carter wants Shredder.
Yeah, that would be good. April.
Mrs. Von Hoot wants the Turtles. I mean, that would make sense, right, on a Turtle show to draw the Turtles at some point. Yeah.
Nothing in the show makes sense.
Shredder serving ice cream. That's very specific and it's very niche, and I like it a lot. Another Casey there, so that does kind of make 2 votes for Casey, and I think GP said Casey earlier.
Yeah.
So I think we might have to go with Casey Jones, guys. So 5 minutes on the clock. Actually, I'll give you 30 seconds to quickly get a reference image. Now, of course, I've got my Casey mask here. Needless to say, I'm a massive fan of Casey Jones. Like when you were a kid, right? Something about just like a dude just with the hockey mask and the way he had the golf clubs and the bat and everything like that, and just the vest and the kind of fingerless gloves. Like, I mean, it's not cool now in retrospect, but when you're a kid and you first kind of get introduced to Casey Jones, whether it be the animated series, the comics, or the film, I immediately fell in love with the guy. And yeah, just a really kind of interesting character, and I love his dynamic with the boys, and of course the sort of on-off romance, with April and stuff like that. So yeah, a great character. So okay, guys. So 5 minutes on the clock, then starting now. Let's see your Casey Jones. Yeah, I think a few votes coming in there for Casey. So the final then little topic, Ephraim, for us to have a chinwag about is this Creature Commandos announcement. So James Gunn's kind of come out and officially announced the full cast. So it kind of leaked or didn't leak, but it was kind of it drip fed out in the sense that Frank Grillo was announced as Rick Flag Sr. And then literally like a day later, we pretty much got the full cast. So we've got Maria Bakalova as Princess, I'm probably murdering this name, but Ilyana Rostovik, I think. Indira Varma as the bride, Zoe Chow as Nina Mazursky, Alan Tudyk as Dr. Phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
David Harbour as
Faust.
Eric Frankenstein, and Sean Gunn as G.I. Robot, with Steve Agee, this is interesting, reprising his role as John Economos. The reason I say that's interesting is I always thought this was like a period piece initially. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought it was set in the past, like with it being like Rick Flag Sr. I thought it was like, I don't know, like a World War II story or something like that, or like a Vietnam story or something. I didn't, but I guess with John Economos being there, do you think it's set now? I know nothing about this story, to be fair, from the comics.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think it's going to be set in the present time. I think, have they ever had Rick Flag Sr. in the comic books? I don't read it that much, about DC.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah. I would imagine they might just be using the voice. I think it'll be set in the past, but they might just be using it to voice him as his dad or something, maybe.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see Weasel again. I like the idea if Weasel is like this ageless thing as well, that is like served in like World War II, Vietnam, and present day or whatever. Because I really, really hope that the Suicide Squad movie is not erased from continuity.
The first one?
The second one. The first one, I'm happy to forget ever happened. But I do think he did a really great job with the second one of not completely, like, he did take a lot of, the little glimmers of like what was good about that first one. Of course, Harley being, the most obvious thing, but we got Captain Boomerang for a little while anyway, and I think he did a good job of kind of it's still there, it still happened in that continuity, but yeah, so it'll be interesting. I mean, this is obviously animated, so but I think the plan is very much to have some of these characters translate into live action. So I almost feel like this might be a pilot for this team and this concept, and the actors and the voices and stuff like that. I mean, it's a stacked cast. Like, I mean, David Harbour's like A-list now, right?
Yeah.
Indira Varma's pretty, very kind of hot off Star Wars, and Alan Tudyk's kind of, again, sort of A-lister, realm really. So I think this is exciting.
Do you know if this animated series is going to come out before the movies or in between the movies?
So this is officially the first one of his projects, of his universe. So I think Blue Beetle is technically set in that is after the reset, which is the Flash. Like, I think like Blue Beetle and Aquaman sit in a weird space where they're kind of after the reset, but they're not necessarily projects that James Gunn kind of oversaw from the start. Whereas this is officially the first thing within James Gunn's kind of timeline of projects, basically.
I think there's a lot of pressure on this series. The main reason is being DC animated shows in the past have been really, really good. So I want to know if you're going to carry that same, tradition as the previous DC. Entirely different people who were in charge of that. But when it comes to animated series, to me, DC is the best. Really good storylines. Batman when it first came out, Justice League Unlimited. So hopefully it will be, like I said, it will be as good as those shows in the past.
And it's a team of oddballs. It's creatures, horror characters. Like for me, there's nothing not to like here, really, especially with the cast. So I'm kind of all in, really. We have got a late comer. We've got RJC_TMNT. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Thank you very much. You got the turtle signal in the sky, and he arrived. Okay, so put down your pens, because that is the end of the round. That's the end of the final round. So sad. I really hope we don't draw, because I haven't got another round idea. Okay, so he's still going?
No.
Oh
yeah, I've got mine.
Then what are you doing? Playing Pokemon? Come on, show us. There you go, Casey Jones. Someone's still bloody drawing, because I can hear it. I know exactly who it is as well. I can fucking see him in the little screens. That's nice, Simon. I like it. Sorry. Distracted by someone's bloody pen.
Quick drawing.
I'm going to... Sorry. Well, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Hold on. Pressing on my wrong buttons here.
Who's still drawn?
It's you, dickhead.
It's not me. I'm loading up viewer things on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
I finished ages ago. Are you ready for mine?
It's amazing how the pen sound has now stopped as well.
How dare you? Right. Who was drawn? GP?
Oh. I can't lie. I'm just colouring it in. I'm just colouring it in.
Yeah.
Common and guilty party. Unbelievable.
Okay.
You were ready to throw
little bit to do
there as well.
Oh, nearly did his hair.
Pool Casey's got half a hair colour.
It's going grey.
His roots are shown.
I like that, mate. I like that.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's
very,
nice.
very cool.
That's nice.
It kind of works because it almost looks like you've kind of done shadow shading, like it's cell shading.
I would have finished it off.
You finish yourself off, mate, but just do it in private, yeah? Or on the stream. Okay. Phil's looking very contemplating something over there. Jumping off a bridge, maybe after his drawing. Let's see.
I just feel disappointed with this one. I'm not very good at perspective. I was hoping to draw more of his weapons, but I couldn't really fit them in once I started drawing his head. So,
Good. So you focused on the mask, which is, that's the iconic part about the character there. So nice, kind of a Predator feel with the hair. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of fine compliment.
This is really hard to be nice, guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying desperately hard. Kev.
Yeah, I've got him in an action pose, and then just
nice.
Can you see it? There we go.
There you go.
Like better.
Oh, that's a proper artist board he's got there, isn't it? Either that or it's just a bit fell off his shed. Very smart. Very cool. Jumping down to help the boys. Okay, then. Come on then, Peter. I apologise, by the way, for
Scorpion.
misjudging you there.
Nice.
Nice. Good over here. You committed to the yellow, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. I think back in the day, he had like a yellow vest or something at one point, didn't he? Like.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's nice.
Superb. Superb is the word you're looking for, Ben.
I don't know whether I do get that far. Right. Hold up. Everyone hold up, because I haven't really decided myself. But let the chat decide as well, guys. Sound off in the chat who your favourite Casey is. I think now that I'm seeing them all held up, and now that GP, you cheating bastard, has finished off his hair, I am going to go for GP there, because I do really like.
I'm going to go for GP also.
Stuff. Yeah.
Hey.
So GP gets our votes here.
See what cheating gets you.
Let us know in the chat, guys. I think RJC likes yours there, GP, as well. And I think over the course of the show, I've maybe lost the viewers. Oh no, they're here. They're here. We got Roscoe with GP. We got Kev. GP. There you go.
Hey, I win one.
Nice.
Well done, GP. Well done.
Congratulations. So that means that throughout the course of the show, Kevin has won 2 rounds, GP has won 1 round, Peter has won 1 round, and Simon has won 1 round. Phil, you have won my heart, though.
One day I will win a round.
That's what matters. And that's what matters. You would, to be fair, you were. I think you should have been close with the Simpsons, the mutated fish. I thought that was very.
I think should have won that round. Yeah.
There. So the bogey prize goes to you for that one, I think. It's now time for the at-home editions. This is one that sort of flashed up earlier, but I popped it into the computer and I coloured it digitally, and it looks a lot cleaner. So that's my one. But we're going to hand over now to Peter to see what everyone else has been doing at home. So,
superb. Thank you very much,
Peter.
Ben. Can I just say you and everyone have done a marvellous job tonight. So thank you very much. It's been really, really good. And at one point we had 18 people watching. So thank you very much to everybody in the chat. That's fantastic for my little channel. So do appreciate that. Okay, we're going to jump over, as Ben said, to the viewers now. So I had a few images sent in before the show. So this came from GP. So when he's had a little bit extra time to spend drawing, I mean, that's phenomenal, GP. Absolutely phenomenal.
Took us quite a while.
I mean, awesome. The detail and the brickwork and everything. How you've got
the tribute to Eastman.
It is.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks very Eastman. Like, it's superb.
It is really good. But I love the way that Pete's like, that's phenomenal. And GP's like, yeah. Like, he's not modest at all, is he? He's like, yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I know.
I'm proud of it, Phil. I'm very proud of it.
So, you know what? It's so hard to get, like, angles of buildings, like, you know, kind of.
Yeah.
And the depth of that tunnel really comes across.
Just use a ruler.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Draw a horizon line and then.
Thanks, Simon.
Aim everything at it. Rulers help, Simon.
I think. Quick question for GP: have you taken art classes before, or just all?
No. I've just always drew. Yeah.
Very cool.
Wicked, mate.
Comic deal. So James couldn't join with tonight, unfortunately, but he sent this in beforehand. He's into his little cards at the moment, so appreciate that. And again, is that the first turtle we've had tonight?
I think it is. Yeah, is that
Yeah,
you
Pop
who
and
wrote
Juice.
Triple G Rocks on that, by the way, as well?
I
Afterwards,
did that. I did. No, he did that. How dare you, sir? He did that. I'm very, very popular. And this was from Simon. Yeah, Simon.
Nice, Simon.
Very cool. I like that a lot.
Cool.
Have I told you my John Lee story? You know, I'm a big fan of John Lee, the comic writer, and he did one issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I got it signed at Thought Bubble, and he very kindly wrote Cowabunga on the cover for us, spelled with a K.
Brilliant.
Do you know? Thanks very much. Yeah.
Thank
So
God for
that's-
editors. Hey.
I love that.
This one is from Andy at Perpetual
Wow.
Comics.
Yeah.
That again,
That's
phenomenal.
awesome.
Andy's an amazing artist. I'd love to get him on the channel sometime into this show because he's absolutely incredible. So I love that one as well.
It's like pro level, like
Yeah,
Andy's work. Like it's dude.
superb. So as the night has gone on, we've had a couple of people send in some images as we've gone. So as usual, Dr. Von Hoot's wife, Emma, has sent in some stunning images. She is an amazing artist. But before we get to her, she didn't do that. Sorry, I think that was Andy. Sorry, my apologies. So Andy sent in that one as well as the night went on. And Andy sent in that. That was his pizza.
Man after your own heart there, Phil.
Yeah,
that's good.
So yeah, very nice, very nice. I would eat that, to be fair. Yeah, so this is from Emma. This is stunning. This is a Yuzaki Yojimbo. It's just amazing.
It's nice.
It's a watercolor as well, I presume. So yeah, she's just phenomenal. This is a pizza. I'm not sure what. It just looks like a normal pizza. I'm not sure what flavor it is, but again, it looks stunning. Now, next one is very, very cool. It's a snake mutant thing. Next one blew my mind. Love this one. This is Krang and Soundwave, which I think is absolutely superb. So really, really like that one. So yeah, some great images again from Emma.
Oh, how has that not happened in a comic or something?
I know.
Yet?
I don't know if
Did they ever do a crossover?
Transformers? I don't know. Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure.
Well, when they do, that needs to happen.
Yeah. And she sent another one of superb one of Casey. So that again is stunning. She's very, very talented. And then Roscoe's just knocked it out of the park.
Yes,
I'm not sure if he's done these
Roscoe.
tonight or if he's done these earlier, but these are amazing.
Wicked.
So we've got a superb Casey Jones there. Turtle pizza. I love that one. And that's just stunning. I love that as well.
I have to say, the Krang assignment's just knocked it out of the park, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's superb.
You think darkness is your ally?
Superb. So yeah, very, very cool. Love all of those. Ben and Efren, as I'm going through the kind of the plugs for the end of the show, can you guys have a bit of a think, private message or whatever, and pick one of the viewers for us to send some free comics to, please? Whose art's impressed you the most? And remember, it hasn't always got to be the best art. It's just the art that speaks to you the most, the one that you think is being best overall.
Do you do UK only? Or?
No. I'll send overseas.
Okay.
No problem. Okie dokie, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Like I say, we've got a few things to go through just before we go, but can I just say a massive thank you to everybody in the panel. You are always amazing. I always enjoy spending time with you, so thank you for that. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Like I said, we've got about 18 people at one point, so very, very impressed with that. Few plugs. First of all, our next Geek Art Attack, which will be in May, is going to be video game based. So it can be characters from any kind of video game, going back as far as we want. So I'm expecting to see some Marios and some Sonics and all.
I'm expecting to do another clicker. James's horse.
Yeah. Another clicker with a
element, any.
Yeah. So that's a video game round. So that should be really interesting. And just for those of you that are watching, I can only have, I think it's 9 people on here. But if anybody does want to join, please do drop a line and we'll get you added onto it. Next Monday, we're talking Spotlight Scooby-Doo. Ben, I'm going to need your and James's help on this, man, because I know very little about Scooby-Doo. So you guys are going to have to help with this one. But we're going to be looking at all things Scooby, looking at his histories, media. And Scrappy too. Yes, exactly.
Can't forget him.
So that's going to be fun to do. I've got a Comic Con room tour coming out probably within the next couple of days. Just editing it now. It's going to be a long one. But
There's a 5-hour show.
that should be coming out shortly. And I've decided it's time to do this again, to dial up the heat. So
Not with
I
me,
think,
you're not.
yeah, I think in May we'll do this again. You will, Ben. In May we'll be doing this again, and I think I've discovered that the sources we used the last time we've got 2 additional heat levels, so we'll get some of those, and we'll do that again. Yeah, that should be fun. Ben, what's this?
Yeah, so this was just my vlog from the Star Wars Celebration. So we touched upon it earlier, but this is a sort of full video if you want to see some of the cool cosplays, displays, props on display, and some of the live stage appearances. And yeah, I just kind of talk about my experience a bit as well. So check it out.
Good stuff. It's a great vlog, so please do go check that out. And this is exciting.
Yeah, so this is an official announcement that the first episode of the new series of It's Not That Bad will be Josh Trank's Fantastic Four movie. So I'm delighted to have Bucky Ringzell come onto the show, and they are going to be defending this film to me, and I'm sure to everyone in the chat, and explaining why they love it. And we'll be going into a deep dive into the film and some of the backstory around it.
Cannot wait.
Like that. So Tuesday, 25th of April, 8 p.m. over on my channel. And I've got a ton of guests lined up, ton of films lined up. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good fun. And if you want to be on the show as well, drop me a message. Let me know what film you want to do, and we'll try to get you booked into the season.
This is a really interesting one, Ben, because your last season, every film you talked about, really, I could see a glimmer of, oh, well, yeah, some people might like that. I cannot on this. I mean, this is just shit.
I like this.
I'm excited to come in.
Phil likes it.
I'm actually excited to kind of watch it with a fresh perspective, because I feel like maybe I was kind of a little bit more jaded when I first watched it. So I'm going to give it a rewatch over the next week or so, and I'm going to try and kind of come in with a new pair of eyes. But we'll see.
Yeah, interesting.
And Bucky's like a writer and stuff. Like they know their stuff about films. So gonna be
good stuff. Looking forward to that. James T. Keegan over on his channel, we're going to be doing a spoiler review of Super Mario Brothers. Is that Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember if it's
Wednesday.
Is it
Wednesday.
So Wednesday, 8 p.m. So that should be great fun. If you haven't seen the film, please do go and try and check it out, and then join James over on his channel, James T. Keegan, for that. Kev, perfect timing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did this one a few months ago, but I thought it'd be apt today to promote this one. So if you want to learn how to draw Leo from TMNT, head on over to the Nerd Herd channel and go and find it on Kev's Draw Along with all other wonderful videos.
Yeah, please do go and check them out, because Kev does some fantastic draw-along videos. It's really, really worth a watch, and that's over on the Nerd Herd channel. So please do go and check those out. Speaking of Nerd Herd, Phil, one of my favourite books.
Hope so. Hopefully it lives up to its reputation. I love the Unlimited series on Amazon Prime, so I had to eventually get this read. So come up this Wednesday. Invincible Volume 1.
I need to go back and reread it, because it's years since I've read Invincible. But this is only the first 4 issues, isn't it?
It's the first trade paperback to be issues 1 to 4. So I don't. Yeah. I do worry that you won't see much of the story with the 4 issues.
That's kind of what I'm worrying about, because Invincible is the one where you kind of need the longer story, I think, to understand what's going on.
I've never read it.
It's amazing.
But again, I love the Amazon show.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. I'm looking forward to that one, Phil. Of course, I don't think it'll be good enough to knock that top spot off. Which just remind us, who's got the top spot?
It's held jointly, Peter.
Is it?
Yes, by yourself and Sean. With what was your copy pick? Stray Dogs.
Stray Dogs. How dare you?
And Batman White Knight. That's joint top.
Yeah, that's very good as well. Batman White Knight's very cool. Killer Comic Show this Thursday. Please go and check out the guys over there. They're going to be reviewing Ambassadors issue 2, along with the usual cover of the week and their toy review and all that kind of jazz. So please do go check them out later on this week. And that's where whack. So with that, ladies and gents, it just remains for us to say a massive thank you again to everybody for taking part. It's been great fun. Thank you to everybody that's been in the chat, and thank you to you all. Yes, Benjamin.
The prize is going to, everyone didn't message me back, so I'm calling it.
Oh, I thought we were off there so much paying attention.
He dozed off. Roscoe,
Yeah,
Roscoe.
Coming
Good
to you.
stuff.
that's what
Roscoe,
I would have gone for too, Roscoe. So.
Good stuff. Roscoe, drop us a message on Instagram with your address, and I'll send you some comics books.
I'll pay shipping or whatever. Like on it.
Yeah, Ben will pay shipping. Yeah, marvelous. Okay.
My big mouth. Damn it.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Please do check out everybody's channels. Make sure you like and subscribe to everybody on screen because they've all got fantastic content. And come back next Monday for our spotlight on Scooby-Doo. Okie dokie. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. Bye.